Welcome guys to the strip show. In this episode we are getting the E34 finally ready for the much needed paint job. So we're going to take off all the trim and everything and get it looking like a brand spanking new car. So get ready to strip. What? Oh, it's not that kind of strip? All right, roll the tape. First to come out, the headlights. Now I put the bumper back on, obviously just for transport to the body shop, and it is now prepped and ready for that fresh lick. All right, boys and girls, time to tackle the rear end strip job of the E34. But first, I'm going to tackle something that's been bothering me for a really, really long time. Guess what? It doesn't even have anything to do with the car itself. It has everything to do with the dark dungeon-like state of my dead-end garage. Allow me to demonstrate. You see where I have the power of the sun lighting the back of the car? The far end of the garage is about as well lit and inspiring as an Eastern European apartment block. I mean, can you even see me back here? Hello? Over here? Right. So before we go any further, I'm going to finally do something about this. Behold. After traveling the depths of the Amazon, I managed to come out with this box, relatively dry, unbelievably. All right, so these 4-foot LED beauties, which feel as robust as a dollar store children's toy, cost me just about 70 Canadian dollars, so about 50 bucks US. And for your viewing pleasure, test this one. Have a look at the light output. I mean, it's not bad. I'm going to try putting it on one of the walls and see what kind of light we get out of it. All right, so as you can see, I dumped all of the side skirts and extra trim panels from the E34 onto the roof. Obviously, I had to get them out of here, but I just cannot get this stupid light to turn on. What is the deal? Come on. This is the last time I'm buying anything from the Amazon. Whoa. I get it. This is one of those 90s clap on, clap off type of deals. Cheeky buggers. Well, you guys let me know what you think and how it turns out on camera. To me, this is pretty spectacularly well lit in person. Now, I will say this. If I turn off the main light and just have these side 6 lights going, it's probably not enough as your main set of lights, at least not these 6 4-foot pieces. However, I definitely recommend it if you want to use it along the sides or along the bottoms or as like supplementary lighting in your garage or work spot. Again, I've got a pretty tiny ass garage and over here it works really well. Anyway, I'll leave a link in the description below. Let's keep going. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to debadge the back. Now I'm going to put some tape along the edges so that we can remember exactly how to put this back properly. Now I'm just going to mark this edge along here so that I know this is the edge of the trunk, and that way I'll know exactly where to begin and where to end when putting this back next time. Now I'm going to carefully peel this off. Stick it on a piece of paper. There you go. There's my template for putting back the decal, and it's going to be right along those edges. All right, so with the side mirrors, with the wing mirrors actually, we want to take this piece off because I want to get it painted at the same time, and I also want to paint this stuff black when I'm going to be doing the trim. So, learn from my mistakes. What you want to do is pop the glass off first. So those just kind of clip into here. This I'm going to replace because it's all faded and brown. And now you want to take off these 5 screws, and that will then separate this whole piece. Thing I like to do is hit them with some WD. Now you want to give good pressure because these are very small little screws. There we go. Now you can kind of push it in, and this starts coming out. There we go, that's this piece out. We're going to be repainting this and cleaning it up. And now we can access these little clips. If your side mirrors are anything like mine, they are going to be absolutely hideously filthy. And there you have it, one cover out. And this is going to the paint shop. Okie dokie, next up is this chrome trim that goes around the doors. What I'm going to do is start from down here and just gently pry my way up. This piece here is a connector, as you can see, so I'm just going to try and slide it out like that. Let the clip breaking fun fest continue. Yep, all over the interior. 100% broken ratio. Good. I am liking these odds. Okay, now that we're on this side of the car, I'm going to lift this chrome trim down here on the bottom of the doors. And this I want to be very gentle with because these are known to bend. Relatively straight actually, and when you do this, you definitely want to clean this off really well because it's like sandpaper and it makes it really hard for the window to go up and down, which is one of the reasons why these regulators fail in the first place. But I'm gonna, again, like I said, I'm gonna try and salvage this chrome and bring it back to, 99% new finish. But that's for another episode to come. I'm gonna do this side and the other side. This one's being real stubborn. What the hell did you do? Did you glue this on, you bastard? Don't do this at home. I think we've got some movement. Yes. Come to me. No wonder it was so hard to take off. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of rust on it. So this door must have been repaired or repainted at some point. They didn't really do a good job up here, and as a result, the very kind of leading edge of this got rusted out, and this trim piece was really hard to put back on. The good news is, looking at it, it does look like just a bit of surface rust, so at the body shop, they're just going to grind this down, put some rust converter, and repaint over it, and we'll be good to go. Now it's time to do the handles. There we go. Managed to keep this one intact. Pretty proud of myself about that one. This is actually next to impossible to do through the hole. You're actually way better off if you have the door card removed, come in through there. There's basically like a little sliding lock that goes over these 2 pins. So these 2 you can get out, but these 2 pins are locked in. This is what ends up breaking on all of these every single time. So do yourself a favor. If you can, go in through the door and that slide pin kind of locks and slides this way. Use a screwdriver, slide it around, and then this comes free. So now I'm going to do these on all 4. No point of watching the back of my head for all of that. I've actually decided to take this trim piece off as well, just because it's kind of faded and I want to get it repainted. So I've popped off this little nub, which was in here, roll down the window, and then you want to kind of slide this towards you. So I'm proud to say after many a fun hour spent, this thing is finally stripped out. Now the last step that I'm going to do is circle any spots where I want him to Bondo or refill anything. So I'm going to go around the entire car and circle anything just to make sure he does not miss a single piece. So now that this is done, time to ship this beauty off. All right, boys and girls, we are off. We are leaving the dead end off to the body shop. Of course, it has to be happening on a day that it's raining, so I tried covering up the seams as much as possible. Hopefully a bunch of water doesn't get in. Wish me luck. Disaster, boys and girls. My homemade tarp has clearly flown off. Hopefully it hasn't rained. It actually hasn't been raining too much. Hopefully with the wind, the interior is not a complete shambles, but that is not a good sight to see. Stay tuned. All right, well, luckily we made it with the interior pretty much intact. It stopped raining just as we were driving. This thing was flapping around. Of course, it's drizzling now, but thank my lucky stars, interior's still mint, did not get wet, and hopefully that headliner cover is all right, but all looks well so far. There you have it, gang. Car has made it. In the next episode, I'm going to be tackling all those trim pieces that are in there. We're going to get back to the dead end. Cliff is going to get busy with this thing, and I can catch you guys soon. Ciao.